Good morning, everybody. Good evening if you're in the US and the UK. Mm, just taking a sip of my coffee. It's 8 a.m. here in Australia. And this week, what I've been doing is that I've been working on some headlines on a sales page and finishing off a sales page for Frank Andre's launch, which, if you don't know who Frank Andres is, you need to head over to paulamaree.com/Frank uh, hyphen Andres, which is spelled Andres, and have a look at his stats. He will send over 250 sales in a matter of like 4 or 5 days. He's huge. He's really big. He does have his debut launch coming up on Wednesday, the 9th of April. So I'm super excited about being involved in that and as the JV manager and getting that off to a cracker start. So that got me thinking, right? That this session on which is all about how to light a fire under your launch, I would go through headlines, like how to write headlines that basically are like printing cheddar, because the headline is the one thing that will grab attention. So I'll take you through some slides shortly. But before I head through that, I'll just show you here. So this is what I've been working on. Granted, I had some pretty incredible material and a great product to work with. I've been able to come up with a set of headlines. Now, whatever you do with a launch is that you want to make sure that you've got multiple headlines that you've already written, right? And we're going to go through shortly, the different emotions that you need to evoke in a person to be able to get them to really click. So the sales letter, the headline, which is in the top fold, right, on your desktop, on your phone, on your iPad, wherever it is that you're looking at it, is the most important part of the sales letter, right? Because if you get that right, then you're really going to draw them in. So typically, what we work on is the what we call the top headline. And this is kind of like planting a little seed. It can be used for all sorts of things, but normally you would use it, you use it in a very powerful way that is uplifting for the main headline. Then we have the main headline here, and then we have the bottom headline here, which normally says what it's not, what it is, so forth and so on. So you can see here that I have, I think it's about 5 different headlines here that are slightly different, right? Slightly different. One is got a promise of money, big promise of money. And others, are talking about how it's going to turbocharge and are a little bit more secretive about what it is and what it's going to deliver. Certainly talking about the premium tools. Okay, what's the premium tools? Oh, exclusive rewards. Okay, yeah. It's really sort of like planting that curiosity. So now let's head over to my slides and we will go through printing cheddar. Alrighty, printing cheddar. This is how we're going to light a fire under your launch, is getting this headline correct, right? Now, if you get it wrong, you're really doomed. You are really doomed. You're really going to be doomed because your conversions will drop. Things won't go so well. And and hence the reason why you want to have at least 5 headlines ready to go, because immediately out the gate, you want to be testing headline 1 against headline 2. Okay, that one. All right, let's get headline 3 against headline winner, so forth and so on. So you do want to make sure that you're always testing. All right, let's dive into this. So this is how to print cheddar, right? High converting, sales letter headlines. Now, these sales letter headlines need to be crystal clear, right? There needs to be a lot of clarity. Somebody who's reading it needs to get it straight away and understand what that product is or what it's about, what it's good, really. Forget that I said about what the product is, because really it's about, they need to see crystally clearly. Those are not even words, but I just made them up. Without a doubt, that this is what they need to fix their problem. This is what's going to transform them. This is what's going to, change things for them. Solve, problems, pain, fears. They're things that people are out there looking for a solution on. And so, it needs to be crystal clear. I'll show you some examples on that shortly. Big promise, right? Needs to have a big promise in there, built in there, so that they know that there's something really big coming. It needs to be what they want. The big promise needs to be on what they actually want. No point in trying to sell, iced Eskimos sort of thing. They're not going to want it. They've got an abundance of it already, all that sort of stuff. Pain, fear, yes, we've got to dig into their pain and their fear, and we've got to come up with a solution for their problem, right? And talk about their problem. They need to be heard. They need to be heard. We need to say, hey, look, we know that this is your problem. This is the solution. Curiosity hooks are insanely good, and certainly there's a lot of blind sales letters that are out there with blind headlines. They're great. If you can get that right, then they will want to click the button, buy the product, because you have connected with them enough. You've said to them the big promise, it's what they want. You're going to resolve their problem, their fear, their pain, and there's enough there that they want to see more. But you haven't actually told them what it is, because you don't want to tell them what it is. Because often if you tell them what it is and let the cat out of the bag, then what will happen is that they'll just be like, okay, no. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. They don't know what they want or what they really need. We're here to tell them this is something that we've built that solves that problem, so forth and so on. Urgency call to action. Now, these are typically used, these can be used out the gate, but typically work really well in the launch in the last 2 days, and especially in the last 24 hours, especially in the last 12 hours. The urgency call to action. So I do recommend changing up the sales letter. And so here is, a very big hot tip that what I would do when you're in the launch, right? Not only right out the gate when you've got loads of traffic coming through to your sales letter, are you testing multiple sales letter headlines? And you really want to do that within a tight time frame and then settle on the winning headline as soon as you find it, right? So aim to get that done within, 4 to 5 hours. If you have the traffic there and you can see the numbers, then you want to get that done lickety split. You don't want to drag it on for too long. And then leave it for a day or two. And then if you, then I would look at changing that headline and going back and testing another one of the headlines that was a winner. Or you might see your top affiliates who are converting at a high rate. Say like if you've got an affiliate who's sending a decent amount of traffic and sales and has an incredible conversion rate that's over 10%. Then you would be wanting to see what their emails and their pitches like, right? And then you would be able to go, okay, maybe there's something in a few keywords or the positioning that they're using there that's working really well. So then you would switch up another sales letter. And also towards the end, obviously you want to put the urgency call to action, So That's what I would be looking at doing there. Right, let's dig into crystal clear clarity. You just want to make it, simple, easy to read. There's a lot of times when I'll write a headline and then I'll take words out. I'll replace words. I'll try and make it clearer, more to the point. But still covering off all those other parts that I was talking to. So here's an example here. Turn clicks into cash with a proven automated sales system. Okay, it's to the point. You know that you're going to turn clicks into cash with a proven sales system, right? So, okay, right. I know it's proven. I know it's automated. Yay. So this means it's going to be less work for me. I know it's going to deliver sales. I know it's a system. It's already been proven. It's going to deliver me cash. It's going to get me clicks. Clicks mean traffic. So you can see that that's a really simple one-liner that's not complicated or anything like that. All right, let's go on to the big promise. I've got an example here for you. And here's an example of how you would take that clarity, turn clicks into cash with a proven automated sales system. How this simple funnel generated 10,542 leads in 30 days on autopilot. Okay, there's a big promise in there. The big promise is 10,542 leads in 30 days. So that is the big promise. Also, this is still crystal clear, right? Except for it's way more powerful now. It's way more powerful because it's got a big promise. You can see how turn clicks into cash with a proven automated sales system is not going to light the fire like how this simple funnel generated 10,542 leads in 30 days on autopilot. It's just taken it to another level with the big promise. The big promise is in there. This is the big promise. The big promise is, whoops, move my slides. The big promise is 10,542 leads in 30 days. Alrighty, the pain, the fear, the problem. Now, by this time, you would know exactly who your target market is, right? So if we're talking about getting leads and traffic and converting it all on autopilot to sales and all of that sort of stuff, we're talking to people who have a lot of pain when it comes to getting traffic. And then maybe they get traffic, but it doesn't convert. They can't get sales. They don't understand the whole process and behind that. And they just can't get it to convert. Or they just can't get traffic altogether. They're out there peddling stuff, out there on social media every day, banging on, posting stories, posting images, posting 4, 5, 10 times a day, all that sort of jazz, and they get nothing, crickets, hardly nobody really doing anything. And so that is a real pain. It's a real fear that they'll never actually be able to crack it. And also the problem is that they just are not getting any traction. So here we go. This is a pain headline. So struggling with inconsistent sales. Here's the funnel that changes everything. So it's just a straight up pain one. So if somebody's got a lot of pain, then, we're going to say, hey, look, struggling with inconsistent sales. Here's the funnel that changes everything. And we're not saying what the funnel is. We're not making any big promises here or anything, but certainly we are digging into the pain here. So that's digging into the pain headline. Curiosity hook. Here's an example. The curiosity, right, is a good thing. If you're a marketer, you got to use curiosity because I'm telling you, you don't ever want to spill the beans on anything. You want to plant enough curiosity that somebody is going to want to know what that is and click the button. Your only job is to plant curiosity, really, a lot of the time. The curiosity hook is very powerful in a sales letter, right? The invisible funnel that turns cold traffic into high ticket buyers overnight. So yes, there's huge curiosity in there. What is this invisible funnel? I've never heard of an invisible funnel before. How could it be invisible? How does it turn cold traffic into high ticket buyers overnight? Jesus Christ, this invisible funnel must be a magical something. I'm going to need to click the button to see what this is. So you can see how there's, heightened curiosity in here, heightened curiosity. And that's pretty much nailed in that one. That is a good one. All right, call to action, call to action. We need to make sure that we do have a call to action inbuilt in our headlines. Of course, we have our buttons, we have all that sort of stuff, but we can do a headline that has a call to action. And this one here is moving towards, this actually would be a great one to incorporate into a headline towards the end of the launch, right? Steal this done for you funnel and start closing sales today. Now, this is actually a great hook that I probably would put above a button. And actually, I didn't have that one in the sales letter, so I think I might actually have to steal that one. So steal this done for you funnel and start closing sales today is a very strong one. Now, here's some key powerful words that you probably want to add into your little book of powerful words or your copywriting book. These can be used in your email marketing, all that sort of stuff. But these are great, very super powerful words that you can use in your sales letter headlines, right? Effortless. Effortless is very, very powerful, and everybody is looking for things that don't take a lot of time because everybody is time poor. They don't want to spend a lot of time on doing it. They want it to be simple and easy. Effortless actually brings all of those things together, and effortless is a very strong word. Instantly, everybody is we're pretty much wired to want everything instantly these days. So instantly is definitely a very powerful word to use. Instantly download, instantly access, instantly win, instantly make sales. Secret, very powerful, super powerful curiosity word is secret. Everybody wants to know what's happening behind the curtain, behind the scenes, all that sort of stuff. And there are secrets that people have sometimes heard but have not heard, secrets that have never been spoken before that are being revealed. Explosive. Explosive is really powerful. So exploding, explosive, explode your results, all that sort of stuff. Guaranteed, guaranteed, incredibly powerful word that can be used in your headlines, and certainly I've incorporated that in some headlines that I was just writing. Proven is also another very powerful word that I've utilized in headlines many times. Proven is essential. And of course, then you need to back that up throughout the sales letter. Breakthrough, have your breakthrough and actually just conquer what you've been trying to do for the last 10 years. And you've painstakingly worked at this for years. You're intelligent, you have a degree in this, that, and everything else, but you just can't get your breakthrough. So this is a big promise is to get a breakthrough. Unlock is very powerful. Multiply, so you can do it on repeat. Skyrocket, I love skyrocket. Skyrocket is a really powerful word. Unstoppable, definitely have used that in a few headlines in the past. Definitely in 2021, use that one. Unstoppable. And never seen before. Even if it's goddamn well been seen before, it's never been seen before in the way that you're delivering it and in the unique way that you do it. And so never seen before is definitely very powerful. So get these written down. Make sure you write these all down and get these into your copywriting notebook for headlines. So now what I want you to do is go try some of your own, send them through to me. Let's get a bit of a dialogue going so that we can share some of the headlines that you've been creating, and I can give you some feedback on that. And yeah, so that you can get moving there. Now, next Wednesday, now every Wednesday in March at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am doing a live. And next week, I'll show you my secret weapon that elevates sales letter copy. Now, I hope you've all seen what I've just done there. Secret weapon elevates. You can use skyrockets or anything like that. But essentially, that's what I'm going to do because, yes, I've just been in the trenches writing a sales letter. Granted, I had loads of good content that was provided to me, certainly made it easy, but I was able to really take that copy and make this a very powerful sales letter. And the sales letter that I'm talking about is for buyer click system. So yes, soon on the 9th of April, I'll have the proof from the pudding, from the sales letter when we go live and out on Warrior Plus. So that's it for me, guys. No Q&A today as I am on the fly. And if you didn't see, I'm also the JV manager for Jono Armstrong and Tommy's launch that has just been announced and is out. And so if you want any of the tools for that, you want to promote it, make sure you slide into my DMs. I'm also working with Ricky Mataka. I gotta say that right. I'm also working with Ricky Mataka and Joe Jablonski. Incredible marketers. They have also just come back to launching on JVZoo. And so I'm doing a little bit of work with them, and we have some private webinars that are available. So if you would be interested in making bank, and you can send at least 350 plus people to a webinar, then this is something you probably want to know about. Again, slide into my DMs. Yeah, and make sure that you get Frank Andres into your calendar, because that launch, my people, is going to be goddamn huge, and it's one that you want to make sure that you get in your calendar. 9th of April. The other thing you can go over to is paula-maree.com / launch library. That's where you'll find the latest launches and the ones that are on my JV list that I represent. So you can message me about those ones, and I can help to set you up with all of the tools and so forth and so on. So that's it until next Wednesday, where I will be talking to you about my secret weapon when it comes to creating my high converting sales letter copy. Then I'll talk to you then. Bye for now. Thanks for joining me. And a replay will be out shortly.